Hey, it's your girl Chari. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing a winged liner look, kind of date night look. So I'm going to take this transition color from my Fetish palette by Pulse Beauty, and I'm just going to put that under my brow and at the top part of my eye. Now I'm going to take my Milani concealer, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base for the shimmer shadow that's going down. This shimmer shadow is out of my Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette. I love this palette. So I'm going to put it on kind of in the shape of a cut crease, and then we're going to blend out the shimmer and the transition color. Cute. So that didn't want to focus, but this is my pretty Vulgar liner. It's my thickest, most black liner there is, and I'm going to use a small angled brush to get this line straight, because right now what I want is for this line to be straight, not jaggedy. And when you have an angled brush, it works better than having like a really skinny liner brush. So I'm going to build this up slowly. I decided not to do too many cuts for this part because you need to be able to see what it takes to build up this liner. About halfway through my eye, I start to go to the front of my eye to line, just to have them meet. It seems easier than trying to do it all in one swoop. It's easier to have it meet in the middle and then build it up still from there. So I'm making this line thicker and thicker, going over and over. This look is for hooded eyes. My eye is hooded. I can't do those big tailor-made Jane winged looks like I would want to, because I have to stay below that crease that you see there. As long as we stay below that, the liner will look smooth. If you go above it, it starts to look a little wonky. So you see I made this little mistake here. I'm just gonna fix it by gently working my way up to that mistake. So we're just going to incorporate that mistake by making the line just a little thicker. I'm always pointing the brush in the direction that I'm going. So you see the brush flipping back and forth depending on what I need to do. This part doesn't have to be entirely perfect because we're going to clean it up, but you want to at least get it as perfect as possible. And that involves just muscle memory and practice and knowing when to actually stop drawing the line, so you don't keep drawing it thicker and thicker. You just got to stop at some point. Cute, we did it. Hey. The other eye is finished already, so we're working on this eye. So I'm going to take my Juvia's foundation, which is my thickest product. It's thicker than most of my concealers. And I'm going to tighten this line up, sharpen it, make it a little less round. So I'm just going to take a flat brush and drag it right on the edge. I'm going to move slowly with short strokes so that nothing is jaggedy. Is jaggedy a word? I don't know. I'm going to Google that. So when you've got the line the way you want it, you just blend down that foundation a little bit. It's cute. I took my finger and kind of blended it out so it's not so wet. Blended into the shadow a little bit. This is a date night look, so things don't have to be super perfect. The rest of the look is going to be really soft. So I'm going into my favorite Juvia's palette, the Saharan. It has the darkest black shadow. I was going to say black liner? No, black shadow. And I'm going to take that black shadow and go over the gel liner. And that's what's going to make the line really opaque, no shine, really dark. It's kind of like set in your liner. So just pat the shadow on there. And this is why doing eyes is kind of better than doing foundation first. It's because, you know, you can have fallout You can lean on your cheek to get things straight, you know. So you should do this before foundation. All right. So now we're going to do the bottom of the eye. I put some more of the concealer, the Milani concealer on the bottom as a base. And I'm just going to bring that shimmer to the bottom. This is a really basic look, easy. Basic, not like basic, but like easy. I didn't mean to say basic. So I'm sweeping the shadow, the shimmer, same shimmer as the top, from the Impulsive palette by Melt onto the bottom. And I find putting shimmer on the bottom kind of just like brightens everything. This is my Maybelline Master Precise Gel Liner. This is my favorite liner for my waterline because it goes on there good. You don't have to press hard and I don't have to sharpen it. I hate sharpening pencils. This is the Secret Express Control mascara. I don't know who makes it. I buy it off eBay and Amazon, but it is the best mascara I've ever used. So yeah. Look at them bottom lashes. They wasn't there before. So we're going into the LA Pro color corrector in orange. If I don't do this, I end up looking like I have a 5 o'clock shadow. So we're just gonna draw on a little orange beard here. Buff it out. This is a brush by e.l.f. I love this brush. Do a little dance. So I mixed two Juvia's foundations to actually get my match. I'm mixing Malawi and Lagos. So this is Malawi going on first. It's the darker one. Now that is Lagos, the lighter one. And then when they mix, they make a lovely warm brown for me. If you're sleeping on Juvia's foundation, I don't know what to tell you. Even though it took me forever to find my match, it's the best formula for full coverage foundation, in my opinion. So we're going to take the Milani concealer and we're going to do our under eye area. Kind of start the contour highlight process. So you want to put this concealer right below the eyeshadow, the bottom eyeshadow, and we're going to blend the concealer into the eyeshadow. This beauty blender is from Shop Miss A. It's really soft. It's nice. It was only $1. So I probably should have ordered like 10 of those. I don't wet my beauty blender just because I find it takes away from the product and I like a full coverage look. So I'm taking a brush, blending the concealer up into the eyeshadow. This is my Pulse Beauty setting powder in number 2. It's my favorite setting powder. Well, it's one of 2 faves, but I love this company and I support them. They're a small business. This brush is the bomb. So it's by Sigma and it's specifically for baking under eye. So you like dot on your product with the brush, and then if you hold the brush at a certain angle, you can buff it out. So that's what I'm doing here. This is my Beauty Bakerie Neapolitan bar. I usually use the brownie bar, which has a darker contour, but because this is date night, sometimes my date nights are during the day, and so I didn't want to have a harsh, crazy contour. So Neapolitan bar is just barely darker than my skin. This is Yolondo's Bloom Blush Palette. I love this palette. Ever since I've got it, I've used it in every look. All the different colors, even the yellow, it's bomb. So I'm going to take that same setting powder and just carve out the bottom of the contour. This works best when you have a dark contour, but it's such a habit that I did it anyway, and it kind of almost didn't show up. But when I do darker contour, this shows up. Yeah, there's usually a harsher line there, which I know I'm a sucker for a harsh contour, whatever. So this is my ColourPop foundation stick. I use it just for my nose contour. This is the only thing this product does, is draw 2 lines down my nose and then I blend it out. Back to the Milani concealers, I'm just gonna draw a slight line and that's gonna make the nose contour pop. I'm gonna take the brush. I didn't dip it into the powder again. I'm just kind of using the excess powder on the brush to get rid of the shine on my forehead. Then I add a little forehead contour, a little bronzer up there. This is my Beauty Bakerie Say Grace baking spray. It's my favorite setting spray of all time because it dries down really matte. Love it. I'm going to take that same eyeshadow shimmer that we used all over the eye and just dot some on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And that's going to be the nose highlight. Oh yeah, my chin. I did do my chin. I've been doing that lately. This is my NYX. This is actually a brown eyeliner, but I use it as lip liner. This is a liquid lipstick from a company called Bellegant. I found them on IG. I can't remember this color, but I bought all their lipsticks, so I have all the colors. I'll list all the products in the caption. That's kind of cute. A little fall situation. Do a little dance. So I use Duo with the pink writing. And I usually take the Duo and line my eye, and I make sure I get some of the glue on my own lashes. So you want to get this line really close to your lash line and barely on the lid. This is the Suavashous lash. I think this is Brat. And it looks flared there because I cut it into a flare. So it was once full all the way around, but I cut it down because I like flare lashes. And I like this style, but I was wishing it was flare, so I just cut it. So that is it. We're looking cute. We're ready for the date. Tell them come get you. Whoop-de-whoop. So find me on Instagram, like and subscribe. Love you guys.